In today's video, I'm gonna legally trespass on the 13th hole of a private golf course and tell you why I almost took anabolic steroids, why I stopped eating clean for an entire month, and what I call the trifecta of muscle growth. I'm gonna share a trick with you at the end of this video, how you can literally force muscle growth into your training sessions. Let's dive right into it. Alright guys, so real talk from the 13th hole, and I know I've fucked with you guys in the past, but this is a true story, 100% not lying, so pay very close attention, because I have a feeling that it's going to mean something to you guys, and it might be something that you guys have mentally gone through yourselves. So last month, I'd say like starting 5-6 weeks ago, I was going through a really stressful time of my life, where nothing to do like with the channel or anything like that, but I had a business partner owed me thousands of dollars. Kind of stressed out about that. I had a birthday little over a month ago, and everything in my life just felt so heavy. I was like, holy shit, like I'm a year older, I'm not happy with where I am. I thought I'd be so much farther in my life. I thought I'd be a millionaire by now. I just have these big goals that I set for myself. So like a birthday is like a milestone of you're another year older, and you kind of, like at least me personally, I kind of line myself up with where I think I should be and where I am. And like it's like I thought I'd be here, and I was kind of like right here, and then my training took a major hit. So like my training, I wasn't even that motivated to go to the gym. There were days when I would go in the gym, literally 15 minutes I'd walk in and I'd walk out. I didn't have it. Like I felt like I had been training so hard for so long, and I've just hit this plateau, and I just didn't really have the motivation to train for a couple weeks. And I got thinking, I was like, I know for a fact the majority of the big fitness YouTubers are taking steroids. Like I know what they're doing. Like I go to the fitness conventions, I talk to people, I know what's going on a lot of big fitness YouTubers, a lot of big fitness models. So I thought to myself, for the first time in my life, I'm actually gonna take anabolic steroids. So I figure like I'm the perfect candidate. I've been training all natural for 10 years. I pretty much reached like 90 to 95% of probably my genetic potential. I've been doing the right thing for so long. If I just go on like a nice, safe first cycle, I'm gonna see really good results and hopefully, you know, minimize the downside. So I start searching like online, and I am searching all over the internet. I'm doing my research, and this stuff is really complicated, guys. Like anyone who's gonna start taking anabolic steroids, you have a lot of things to figure out. A ton of research goes into this, like not only like what you're gonna take your first cycle, but like how you're gonna get it and like everything. It is a shady underground thing going on in the dark web for the people who are taking anabolic steroids. So I did research for a very, very long time. I knew how I was gonna get it. I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I knew what I was gonna take on cycle, my PCT, everything. So close to actually placing the order, which I won't even tell you how you do. So I'm on my computer one night, I'm on my iCloud storage, I'm looking at all these pictures from like trips I've taken over the past couple years, and I find this album from when I was in Barbados. In fact, if you look on the channel, like a year and a half to 2 years ago, I shot these videos in Barbados. I'm wearing like a shirt with a tiger on them, and like I'm shredded. I look like a freaking action figure. Not even gonna lie, in those videos, like super lean, super ripped. And I find like all these pictures of myself at the beach, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, I like how that person looks. Like I look super ripped, I'm lean, I look natural. I don't look like a bodybuilder, but I look like an action figure, which is what I always wanted to look like. Just someone who's super ripped, someone who looks athletic, someone who's muscular, but also looks like an athlete. Like I don't wanna look like some big dumb bodybuilder who can't jump, who can't run. So I'm looking at this picture from 2 years ago, and I'm like, I like how that person looks. Like I look fucking good. And then I thought to myself, like taking steroids isn't gonna really help me even look better. Like I was basically overreacting to a lot of things going in my life emotionally, and I felt like my workouts, like I was here and then I kind of went back to here, and I thought that steroids were gonna help me go get to right here. But I was thinking like, I like how that looks, and I'm thinking 2 years have gone by, I'm stronger on every compound lift. I got 5 to 7 more pounds of lean muscle mass right now than I did back then. If I cut down, if I, you know, straighten my diet out, straighten my training out for the next 3 months, I will look way better than even in that picture, and I will literally look like precisely how a fitness model should look. So I'm like, so here's the thing that I'm getting at. how you feel emotionally in the short term, you cannot let that dictate your decisions in the long term, because here's the thing. I take anabolic steroids for 8 to 12 weeks. Sure, I'm gonna accelerate my muscle growth, but then there's a very good chance that for 6 to 8 weeks after that, I stop taking the cycle, my energy levels and natural testosterone levels are gonna plummet. I'm gonna probably feel like shit for 6 to 8 weeks. And then another thing, I literally could increase my chance of losing my hair. I could have massive acne on my shoulders and my back. Those are like the two dead giveaways that someone's taking anabolic steroids. And like me, I want to get back into acting. I want to look really good, just like aesthetically, like my face and everything. Like, I don't care about looking like a giant beast who has 30 pounds more muscle mass on me with acne and like a receding hairline. So I was like, it's not even gonna make me look better, so why the hell should I do it? So it's kind of funny, I just literally like stumbled on a picture, and that's what caused me to not place the order. And now, honestly, my motivation is higher than it ever has been before. I'm back to eating clean, I'm back to running sprints. And another thing too, I figured out, packing on 5 to 7 pounds of body fat made me look a lot smaller and kind of fucked me up in the head, because I thought that I'm actually like lost muscle mass, even though I really didn't, because my strength is still there. So packing on body fat kind of fucked me up in the head as well. So for you guys, just stay with the course, like go the all natural route. There are just so many negative side effects that go from cheating, and it's just a really vicious cycle. Now, enough of my story. I want to share with you guys the trifecta of muscle growth that I've been doing recently that is going to literally force muscle growth into your body. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do 3 elements of this exercise in every single workout. So say for instance, you're trying to bring up your chest. What I want you to do is you wanna go 4 to 6 repetitions, eccentric overload on a chest press, like a compound movement. So say you're doing the bench press. That means you're going down to a count of 3, eccentric overload for 3 seconds and back up. But I want you to go heavy eccentric overload. So something that you can only do 4 to 6 times at your max. So go really heavy on the eccentric overload, like on either a major dumbbell or major barbell press. So you want to have that element into your workout. The other element I want you to have is lactic acid training. I want you to do a shaper where you're doing 20 to 30 repetitions. So say you're trying to bring up your chest, you do the eccentric overload on the bench press. I want you to do a shaper. So say you're doing the low cable fly, I want you to do really high rep, channel that mind muscle connection, get that deep burn, and go 20 to 30 reps, just squeezing the shit out of the muscle the entire time. This is the hardcore bodybuilding training that's gonna actually help you pack on muscle right onto your chest. And then the trifecta, the third element into your training, is right after you get done training, I want you to do isometric holds. Or you can do it right after your training, or you can do it right after your sets. But do isometric holds, so just like flex, intense, like I feel the shit out of my chest right now just doing it, and I haven't even worked out today. So do these isometric holds. So to actually force muscle growth into a particular muscle group, you gotta have the trifecta going. So heavy eccentric overload, lactic acid high repetition training with a shaper movement, and then the isometric hold. All right guys, so I'm on my way home from filming and got kicked out by the security guard at the golf course. So let me know if you have any questions about the trifecta of muscle growth in the comments below. And if you're looking for more information on how to bulk up and gain lean muscle mass, head on over to weightgainmethod.com. See you soon, guys.